the Governor for Sepik.
Mr. Acting Speaker, while Yumi can debate Antapna, just look him speech blow. Treasurer na Yumi can behind him debate. Lo sample all talk and put him. I think in fairness to our people, I'm a leader here, sit down here. I know me plat solo line lo government too all need law. Understand him this la problem affect him. Yumi all get. So like for example, and this problem, it started in 2023, or maybe even further back in 2022. In 2023, most provinces and agencies were not paid what was budgeted in the 2023 budget. And for most of the provinces, we received the monies for 2023, the balance of the payments, in January 2024. So the monies that we received in January of last year were in fact funding for the previous year. Okay, for this year, Mr. Deputy Speaker, Acting Speaker, for this year, in the case of Sepik and many provinces, the last time we received any of the budgeted funds was in May last year. And Treasurer is aware, and the Finance Minister is aware, not just my province, but many other provinces. We are still waiting for the funds, and this is the issue I have. When the government comes up with a poor money plan, and then they publish budgets. For example, in this year's budget, and the supporters of the government roundly criticized myself and the Sepik province, saying the national government is giving you an extra 60 million this year. Supporters of the government. Well, I'm here to tell you that we have not received that extra 60 million, or in fact, the 34 million owed to us up until the end of last year, and the additional 20 million properly budgeted for the first how many months he come now? Yeah, he no come up yet. So, if that's the case for Sepik, and I know all the governors are complaining on governors' WhatsApp about the fact that they haven't received their funds, and as the Prime Minister rightly put it, Samplal province is got internal revenue. In the case of Sepik, we are operating only on internal revenue. And it's also misleading, Mr. Acting Speaker, when the government says, plenty money mipla giving me godown lo yupla. For example, in the case of Sepik budget, 120 million and payable teacher. The money never actually gets to us. It's paid here. And that's the same for all the provinces. The largest chunk of our budget is payroll. You know, actual cash also transfer in Kamlo province. The actual cash that's transferred to provinces is really, you count DSIP, PSIP is probably about 70 million in the case of Sepik. If you count what we call functional grants and minimum priority grants, the same grants that the good minister for provincial and local level government was talking about in his report last week, these little grants, they amount to about 60 or 70 million. So the actual cash transfer go along a big province like mine from the national government is really around 130 million. All get a number, you may look in the budget book, number nothing. Money true no sago. And that's the same for everybody here. All the leaders sitting in this house. So it is misleading. The Prime Minister and the Treasurer is misleading the country when they say, Mipla Salim Trabla money go down, now you'll making one longem. The actual cash component that comes in the case of Sepik, me count him all district blomi, 6 all district all MPC start, me count him PSIP, now me count him actual cash component, the functional grant, the minimum priority grants is around 130 million. Now there's a lot of money here, Mr. Speaker, Mr. Deputy Speaker. Time you like Salim on the public 70 go walk, and need to put in fuel lo car. Mi plus I use him all minimum priority grants, na mi plus I use him all functional grants. Lo buy him fuel, or lo fix him car, or lo pay him allowance, lo walk man, or lo fix him all house, lo district. You know, the DSIP only builds new projects. There are very rare occasions when they go and maintain existing infrastructure. Na plan di all open members in lo here, boli clear lo desla. So plan di heavy blow maintaining all infrastructure, all play infrastructure, all district. Emsa puna ni come back lo province. Now when you don't transfer those funds, then we have a problem. The same goes for the PHS. Mr. Deputy Speaker, plenty of lousy will run out of medicine. Now, in the case of ECPIC, myself and my 6 open members, we had a meeting in November last year. Namipla allocating 3 million kina out of the PSIP to buy medicine for the ECPIC Provincial Health Authority. Nami somewhere was employed province only working one time.
Districts also.
So I have an issue, Mr. Deputy Speaker, when, with respect to the Treasurer and the Prime Minister, when they say to the people of Papua New Guinea in this honorable house that Mipla wok lo give him money, or Mipla brook him budget, na Mipla talk budget, Mipla brook him osem. Na behind, lo kam lo time lo budget session ya, Mipla need him, Mipla all kata lo kam na passing budget. And I think everybody does so dutifully. But then actual work mark lo behind him want him something where this la house and me pass him, no come up. So what are we to do about that, Assistant Speaker? And then not only that, with great respect to my good friend and the Treasurer, by law under the Public Finance Management Act, this document is supposed to be presented to the leaders in this house and the people of Papua New Guinea in March.
My goodness.
By law. There's another document that's going to come out. It's called the MAIFO, which is the Media Economic Fiscal Outcome. Now that is due in July, which is the next sitting. So there's a reason why the law was designed in such a way that this report comes out in March, because it talks about the spending the previous year. And it's supposed to inform our good leaders in this house and the public about the expenditure of the government.